Today is Wednesday the 4th, making today's math culture freedom. Culture is one's true way of life, and freedom is to free the dumb. Live your truth. Peace to the gods and earth. Peace! Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
And I'm Digga.
In the house right about now, on our Philly special.
Yeah.
I got two Philadelphia spitters.
Yep.
Well, one says he's from New York / Philly, so, but for these purposes of this show, he's from Philly. Yeah, you might know these guys if you follow me on IG or anything like that. You might have seen me post these guys in the past. I've known one of these guys for a few years now. A couple years now, at least 2-3 years. I've known this other guy, I don't know, a year or so now, maybe.
Yeah, some change.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to my right, RJ Payne.
What up?
What?
And to Digga's left, we have my man Mad Squablz in the house. Welcome to the Godcast, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Godcast.
Thank you.
So we up here talking about, Philly rappers and just, there's a lot of dope rappers that have come out of Philly.
Yeah.
Like,
Very rich legacy.
before we get into the interview part of all of this, I'm going to ask each one of y'all, what do you think it is about Philly? Like what's in the cheesesteak? What's in the water that, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
That kind of brings about such a high level of lyrical quality?
I would say for me, man, poverty. Like everybody hungry, man. Like when I say hungry, I mean hungry. Dudes ain't eating. Dudes ain't sleeping right. It's a different world than Philly. If you've never been there, man, I guess you can compare it to like a Chicago or something. It's crazy. Philly 24/7 is crazy. So everybody has to be hungry to shine because everybody rap. What you think, Squab?
That's true. I mean, that's the best answer I could have came up with. You know a different Philly, a different like type of Philly than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a different side. Like I haven't seen like the raw gritty. I've seen it, but I haven't like been surrounded with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I would say like Philly got confidence. Philly got Philly got bars. Philly got ambition. Like
Right. So, okay, let's say for you who might not have come from such a poverty, like, but you're mad lyrical.
Right.
You see, and I see that line in a lot of Philly rappers.
Right.
So I'm saying it can't be just poverty.
Nah.
it got to be the upbringing.
It's all of that.
Yeah.
It's the mind frame. Like, to me, certain regions, I'm not gonna say they're dumb, but like, I'm not gonna say they're dumb, but certain regions don't come with as complex rhyme schemes as other regions do. I'll say certain regions are more simplified in their delivery, whereas you got some real complicated motherfuckers coming out of Philly. Like
Philly's a very artistic place.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is there something a little more deeper that we can pinpoint of what even steered y'all to the way that you guys rhyme?
I know for me, that was it for me. Like everybody where I'm from, dudes don't have the best jobs. They don't have the flyest cars. So the thing that you can do to shine the most is either rap or play ball. Hustling was kind of out the picture because we see where that go. Everybody pretty much go to jail. So you really had to rap to be somebody where I'm from anyway in Southwest Philadelphia.
Yeah, for me is basically my upbringing. Like I grew up listening to dope hip hop like DMX, Big L, you know what I'm saying, Big Pun. So like, and I always gravitated towards like the multiple syllable, you know what I'm saying? And like even when Kendrick came out and everybody like that, like it just appealed to me. You know what I'm saying? So
were y'all good students in school?
Semi.
Semi?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, what about English and reading
That
and
was
shit
my
like
favorite
that?
subject.
Y'all were good at that,
Yep.
yes?
Best subject.
Yeah,
I think that's gotta be some sort of
I like, you know what?
line that goes
I
through
like
this.
your comparison to Chicago, because in Chicago you have the one half where it's like the drill rap,
Right.
the poverty side, the chief
Right.
keeps in them, but then on the other side you have the artistic side, which is
Common
Common
and
and
Kanye.
Kanye.
Right.
And I compare Philly a lot to Newark, and we asked this question in the segment before you came in, and I said I see Philly in the same way that I see Newark. It's an artistic place, but it's also a very poverty-stricken place, and everyone in Newark rhymes, and I feel like there's always been like this competition to outshine New York rappers. If like we have to do twice or three times, as much on a lyrical side to get that edge, just to get through to the NY side.
So I want to give the people quickly a brief history, and talk, get a little into both of these guys' backgrounds. So I want to start with RJ Payne, who was formerly Rain Man.
Yeah, battle rapper. Yeah.
Battle rapper by the name of Rain Man. You
Yes,
were
sir.
actually like the MTV champion, yes?
Sir. Yep.
I think I'm so sick I spit Phoebus. If you ain't like nothing I wrote, chances are you won't like this either. This either. My style is madness. Once you get burned, you turn into a pile of ashes. Murder any style of fastest. Equally beef with me and you can pick out your style of casket. Delph Daddy, I'm a child of bastard. First off, you don't want it. Not in the least. I'm on point when I'm spitting, when I'm rocking the beat. I'm on point and you a girl. What you dropping is sweet.
When was this? What year was
in
this?
2003.
2003. So briefly give people, where you been, where you are, where you're going.
Man, since then, I've done a lot underground stuff in Philly, just
How'd you get into hip hop real quick?
Man, for me, I think the first thing that made me want to rap was watching House Party, man. When Kid and Play battle, that was it.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
That's ironic.
that was it.
Go ahead. Okay.
Literally sitting in the movie theater with my brother, rest in peace, and I seen it. I ain't really care nothing about the movie. I was a kid, but I know the battle part. I don't even know what this is, but I want to be a part. And that started it right there. Like, all I wanted to do going to high school and junior high was just battle. We spent all lunch, all class periods just battling.
Okay.
And that just kept going. Make a long story short, I seen a commercial on TV one day that said, if you dope, come down to New York, try out for the MTV battle. Went out there, stood in line. They picked us out of, I think, 1,000 people worldwide. It was like a 3-day thing. I won that joint. Got a single deal with Def Jam. I signed with a guy named Jimmy Henchman. I didn't know nothing about that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My history is crazy. So make a long story short.
Did you see some gangster shit going on?
Nah, but you know what? What I will say, I didn't see nothing gangster, but from everything I heard about that guy, he's the only person that I had met in the industry at that time that put money where his talk was. Everybody else was, you hot, you dope. Jimmy was like, look, I don't want to talk. I don't really want to be your friend. I see money.
Right.
I got a check for you. I understood right then, okay, this is serious business. So,
I can co-sign that too.
Yeah,
I've never worked with him personally, but I can vouch for that.
Yeah, he's about his business. Fast forward from that, just mad underground stuff, like you said, just battle rapping kind of here and there, wherever I can be seen. I moved down south probably about 5 years ago, just to get a job, get away from rap. I was like, I'm kind of done with rap. I done had my deals. I just want to be a regular dude. So I moved down south, got a regular job. I started seeing how the internet was popping and how the rappers that couldn't really rap was still blowing up from just being seen. So I was like, I got to find a way to get in. Next thing you know, I just started doing the little videos, rapping in the car. Along the way, Lord Jamar came along. He co-signed it. You was actually the first person to really get behind it. Like, you reposted them joints. I remember, like, every day I posted one, you reposted.
I was like, God damn, this dude's just keep coming and shit. Like, his work ethic is retarded. Like,
That's dope. Shouts out to Danny Devastation too. She's a female that does that. Like, she does whole like wardrobe changes to just rhyme from the like. She's just literally like.
See, I come from the days of when you hear a rapper that you think is dope.
Right.
Like the first time you hear it, like, they're gonna say some shit that you remember.
Right.
Or they're gonna say, and they're gonna say some shit that's like, yo, did you hear what this motherfucker said? Like. And if you don't make me do those things, then you're not really, you know, you alright. Right. You know what I mean? Right, you alright. But, you know, both of y'all have definitely, you know, made me do that on more than one occasion. So yeah, I reposted your shit.
Right.
And
right at that time,
then people start fucking with you.
It went crazy. And like you said, at that time, people kind of knew me as the Rain Man name, but I was like, while I was down south, I really wanted to just be myself. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm tired of stage names. I'm tired of being a character. So I kind of just took a letter from, you know, my first name, letter from my middle name, my father's last name, because I got 2 last names. That was it. RJ Payne was born. Once you reposted it, Pete Rock, I'll Be Sure, Missy Elliott, people I can't even think of right now.
I'm gonna tell you, having a good name.
That's dope. I saw Black Thought shout you out.
Shout out to Black Thought, man. Yeah, he showed me a lot of love.
RJ Payne is a good name. So yeah, Black Thought been showing you love. Who else showing you love? My boy, shout out I'll Be Sure.
Yeah, I'll Be Sure show major love. We got Sauce Money.
Okay.
Yuck Mouth from the Loonies. So many people. I don't believe I'm drawing a blank right now.
Nah, that's the way it be.
Doesn't it make you feel good as an OG? Like, yes, I saw him first.
Yeah.
Listen,
Pete Rock, man. Pete Rock. Shout out to Pete Rock too.
Because I've always had that like A&R, just eye for talent type of shit in me. Like, and it always kind of surprised me that nobody ever was like, but you know, I guess they don't know. But
right.
I did it before.
That's our job.
You know what I mean?
You gave us dead press, man.
And I'm gonna keep on doing it. Like you know what I mean? Like as long as I got an ear and eyes and all of that, I know some shit when I hear it. Yeah. I mean, RJ Payne.
Yeah.
You that fucking guy. Mad Squablz.
Yes, sir.
I heard this young man. How old are you right now?
I'm 21 now.
You're 21, but you were like 17.
18.
Yeah, 18. Yeah. When I first met you.
Definitely.
And
we've done some shows together.
Yeah, a couple shows.
Dope.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that both of y'all have is just a consistency of, you know, of a work ethic. You just keep consistently putting things out, like not getting discouraged and just saying, this is me, world. And I'm going to just keep coming and coming and coming until y'all acknowledge me. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not even sure how I first got onto you. Maybe your pop sent me something.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of times, you know, people send me shit all the time. So it's like I'm not going to always listen, to be honest. Right. But, you know, the universe, everything happens for a reason. Definitely. Obviously I pressed play and said, whoa, little young boy is nice. Like, you know what I mean? And shit,
yeah, it was dope, man. He came to Philly.
Came down to Philly.
Met across the street from, where was that?
We met at Max's, boy.
Yeah.
I was about to say, gotta be Max's.
Met at Max's.
Yeah, we definitely did.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was love.
And you've been doing, you know, I've been watching you develop and grow. And you know what I mean? He's one of those projects you know, he's a seed that's planted and you just gotta watch it grow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's super dope, but it's like you still, you know what I mean? Especially at that time, you still need that development.
Well, I had the pleasure of seeing you perform.
Get more pressure.
And normally I'm usually getting to the venue like right as it's my time to perform. Like very rare do I get to see the artist before me. Right. But for whatever reason, I was actually early
because you was meant to see it.
Yep, and I saw this brother. I was like, wow, okay, he's dope. And then then when his name popped up on a few more flyers after that, I was like, wait, I know this name, I know this artist. Okay, so it's good that you're here, man.
Now, what's your history? Like, how'd you get into hip hop? You know, who's your influences, all that type of stuff. Like,
all right, so I got before I was rapping, I was singing. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather died when I was like 10. And it just brought something out of me. I felt like I was always an outcast, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really, I didn't talk around when I was around peers because I just felt like why? Like, why would I when y'all just gonna turn around and try to play me or something like that? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I felt most of my childhood. And then I stopped singing around probably 13, 14, and I started rapping around 15. It was just music, man. Music is, I feel like it's just in me, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that was pulling me, like kept pulling me. And even when I didn't want to do the singing no more, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, my cousin, we was sitting on his step, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, yo, let's start a rap group. I'm like, nigga, I can't rap. What you talking about? And then he was like, bro, just try and write something. I'm like, all right. So I wrote my first rap on his step. And then from there, everybody was saying that I was hot, you know what I'm saying? Keep going, keep going. And of course, I was, you know, mediocre, but at the time, you know what I'm saying? People telling me that I was on the right track,
and
you know what I'm saying?
All you needed
exactly,
to
yep.
fuel your fire.
Yep, definitely. So some of my influence, it's a lot. Like I said, DMX, Big L, Big Pun, Nas. I've been listening to a lot of Cool G rap lately. Kendrick.
His newer stuff or his older stuff?
His older stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Kendrick, of course, Chance, the rapper. Who else? Yeah, it's a lot. I'm drawing a blank too. So, but you get the gist.
Now, it's always interesting to me when I meet a artist like as young as yourself. Like, how hard is it to stay like devoted to your lane when it's so much like mumble rap and everywhere around you, like these guys are just thriving with, you know, knowing that they're nowhere near, you know, your level of MCing. Like, how do you stay disciplined enough to be like, yo, I don't give a fuck, at the end of the day, this is what I do?
Well, yeah, I always kind of been that type of person to, like, you know, stand out. Like, I never ran with a crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never chased clout, like being with other people, you know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of easy for me.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be myself, because that's what I've been practicing that all my life. So, you know.
That's right. Yeah. Good for you, man.
What about you? That the same question for you.
What, just the influences?
Like, how do you? Well, not
well,
just
actually,
influences.
I would like to know who your influences are.
Okay, go ahead. And then also, how do you, you know, how do you retain a certain authentic hip hop style and not be tempted to be like skr skr, yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Get to the honey.
My main influences is Pun, Sean Price,
Nice,
Jay, of course, Big, of course, and I gotta throw Big L in there. That's like my top 5.
Oh, you got some real spirits up in you.
Yeah, that's probably my go-tos. Just as far as staying on my track, I think it's just realizing that it's an audience for the hip-hop that I grew up on. You know what I mean? Like, I thought, as they say, this type of hip-hop that we do is not selling right now. It's not popular. So I've realized that the people that are checking through these Instagram videos and all that, they actually care. They come from where we come from. So now that I've realized that it's an audience for what we specialize in, that's all I want to do.
There's a word for it. We are Boom Baptists.
Now
It's a religion.
You about to get boom baptized in a little bit.
Facts.
Now you know you favor Pete Rock and Big L.
I hear it.
Wow.
I hear it. It's weird.
Shout out to my man Pete Rock. This your stunt
Chocolate
double over
Boy
here.
Wonder.
We got a stunt double for y'all. Actually, y'all need to make a record together and
We already got one.
Oh.
Video coming soon, man. We got one.
holla. Okay,
sir.
yeah. Yo, y'all should make some shit where y'all like looking in the mirror or some shit.
That
like,
would be dope.
you know what I mean? Like, come on, B. Matter
Directed
of
by
fact, I'll
Lord
direct
Jamar.
the shit. Yeah.
See?
Or you woke up as Pete Rock.
Yo, that might be dope.
Ooh.
And
That
he
might
woke
be
up
dope.
as RJ Payne.
That might be crazy.
Also, yeah, okay. Well, listen. Fuck all the bullshit. Like, nice to meet y'all and all of that type of shit.
Absolutely.
But I want
I'm
the
digging
people,
the jacket, by the way.
Thank you.
That's a hashtag I use all the time.
Legends
Hashtag
never die.
Legends Never Die.
Facts.
I want the people to, you know, really understand why y'all even here, for real. So when we come back, we gonna get into some hip hop shit.
What?
We're gonna play some beats. We're gonna have some lyrics going.
Yeah.
And Yeah, fuck all the bullshit. We're gonna get to it. Yanadameen Godcast. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.